A critical decision looms for one of the most popular social media apps in the nation. TikTok could go dark next week unless the Supreme Court decides to intervene. The ban set to take effect on January 19th would remove TikTok from U.S. app stores and prevent web browsers from accessing the site. The app has over 170 million users in the U.S. One of them here in Texas is Larry Watkins, a fifth-generation cattle ranch owner with Mesquite Country Beef who turned to TikTok 3 years ago. He built a following on the app with over 40,000 followers. He says a potential shutdown would mean he could lose access to millions of customers.
Doesn't cost anything, a little time, and it's kind of fun too. You know, there's really a lot of fun stuff on there. I'm not the youngest person on TikTok. I'm 65 years old. And so all this stuff about TikTok being for kids to dance in front of the camera and stuff, that's not true. That's really not how it is.
Meanwhile, President-elect Donald Trump, who has nearly 15 million followers on TikTok, promised to find a solution when he returns to the Oval Office next Monday. Other users across Texas are expressing similar concerns, and with just 4 days to go before that ban goes into effect, some fear it could end their livelihoods. Caroline Vandergriff has the story.
TikTok is one of the most widely used apps in the world, with more than 170 million users in the U.S. alone.
I'm nervous that it's going to go away.
For Sarah Mize, it's so much more than dancing videos and free entertainment. She runs a social media agency
and add it to the love list,
along with popular accounts that promote restaurants and things to do in Dallas and Fort Worth.
It's scary to think about how many small businesses are going to suffer because they don't have that way of advertising.
A TikTok ban in the U.S. is set to go into effect on January 19th if the Supreme Court upholds a law Congress passed last year requiring the app to separate from its China-based owner, ByteDance, or be shut down. Lawmakers have national security concerns about TikTok, including the possibility the Chinese government could manipulate content and have access to sensitive user data.
I kept saying, it's not going to get banned. Someone's going to save it. It's going to be fine. They'll figure it out. Well, we're getting to the point where I'm a little nervous now.
Will that change your strategy as a business in terms of how much resources you devote to TikTok versus other things?
We're lucky because most of our following is currently on Instagram. So I do think we'll be okay.
But she knows other small businesses won't be able to just switch platforms and reach the same amount of people.
Instagram algorithm is not as effective as TikTok algorithm is. You could go viral, but it's a lot harder and you don't reach as many people as fast as you can on TikTok. And so I think a lot of people are going to suffer.
In Fort Worth, Caroline Vandergriff, CBS News, Texas.